beautiful, but you have to be honest as well.
If Jeopardy splits the answers between men and women, isn't that kind of patronizing?
Well, you can't do that. That's the problem. Women just haven't done that much.
So I decided to look at the arts. And I found that it was reported in 2010 that out of 2,300 works, one of our most prestigious art institutions, the National Gallery, had paintings by just 10 women.
Okay, wait, here's another one. Why do women have boobs? So you got something to look at while you're talking to them.
That's a good one, man. That's what they're for, all right.
Are you telling jokes? I love jokes.
Oh, all right, then you'll love this one. Okay. Why do women have boobs?
I found that women write only 1/5 of front-page newspaper articles, but 84% of those articles are dominated by male subjects or experts. That women directed just 5% of the 250 major films of 2011. And that only 1 in 5 UK architects is female, yet 63% of them report experiencing sexual harassment in the workplace during the course of their career.
Sexual harassment is a very serious charge, Mr. Griffin.
All right, look, first of all, if I can speak in my own defense, all I did was tell a little joke. Second of all, women are not people. They are devices built by the Lord Jesus Christ for our entertainment.
All right, done deal. Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. My mistake. That was a woman I was talking to.
I'm not saying that she deserved to be raped, but
women are the weaker sex. A leader should radiate confidence, manly confidence. Women have a very nurturing quality, but I don't really want a nurturing leader.
By nurture, I assume you mean to take care of people.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
Excuse me?
Know your role and shut your mouth.
If you are female, while you are also all of those other things, men who you defeat in argument will still respond to you by calling you hysterical and telling you to calm down.
I just do not think the American public is ready to elect an old woman to the Oval Office.
At what point must a female senator raise her hand or her voice to be recognized over the male colleagues in the room?
How do I entertain a packed house? With my new Electrolux appliances. Now I can cook the roast for the dinner party and the mac and cheese for the sleepover. Simmer the chocolate sauce, toss Jack his toy, serve the gummy bears, then the apple juice at the perfect temperature, be the charming co-host, clean the stemware perfectly, and end the night looking for monsters under the bed.
Women that we feature in the magazine are ornamental.
Look at the tits on that. Not her, that. And they started discussing me as if I wasn't there, even though I was 1 meter away and I could really clearly hear them.
I could lie to you if you want and say that we're interested in their brains as well, but on the whole, we're not. They're there to be beautiful objects. They're objectified.
Rose Petal Cottage.
Find my muffin, it's really yummy.
A place of her very own where she can decorate.
Just can go here. Just goes here.
Entertain her imagination.
Let's do laundry.
Is that the occupations women dominate are in some way similar to the work they have historically done at home.
Andrea is our office manager. Chloe is our partnership coordinator.
There are 3 manly men.
Perry gets his chest waxed.
Keith loves to knit throw pillows. Dirk might be sterile.
We have a winner.
Old Spice performs in real man situations like basketball, recon, and Frenching. Try Old Spice, and if you still don't think it's awesome, call 1-800-PROVE-IT, and they'll buy you a stick of something that smells like wildflowers and shame.
I can't get pregnant and I already got a fertility test. So why don't you just ask him to get tested? Oh, Dirk is very sensitive when it comes to his manliness.
You're just a woman with a small brain. With a brain 1/3 the size of us. It's science.
Irrational and emotionally fragile by nature, female co-workers are a peculiar animal. They are very insecure about their appearance. Be sure to tell them how good they look every day, even if they're homely and unkempt.
If I take you on, you don't say anything, you don't question me. You don't ask why, you don't say anything except maybe, yes, Frankie. And I'm gonna try to forget the fact that you're a girl.
And remember, nothing says good job like a firm, open palm slap on the behind.
A woman who worked in a video store found that every time she went up the ladder to get fresh stock from the storeroom, her boss would smack her on the bum. And when she came down again, he'd look down her top and say, "You know why I hired you."
You are a horse running alone, and he tries to tame you running alone.
compares you to an impossible highway, to a burning house, says you are blinding him, that he could never leave you. Forget burning house, says you want anything but you dizzy him. You are unbearable.
So I said, I'm on the bus, this guy's groping me. And everybody on that bus looked out the window, or looked down at their feet, or looked at their phone. Certainly nobody stepped in, but more than that, there was a real sense of, why are you making a fuss about this, woman? You know, this is your issue, deal with it, don't make us have to think about it. And that immediately made me feel ashamed. It made me feel like maybe I'd done something wrong, or I shouldn't have been there on my own that late at night, or I shouldn't have been wearing what I was wearing, and all of those thoughts.
Seeking yours, but you are always too intense. Frightening in the way that you want him, unashamed and sacrificial. He tells you that no man can live up to the one who lives in your head, and you try to change.
The thing that really hit me about these 3 incidents was, if they hadn't all happened in the same week, I never would have thought twice about any one of them. And I started asking myself why that was. Why was it so normal? Why was I so used to them? And I started thinking back about hundreds of incidents that had happened over the weeks and months and years that I'd never said anything about to anyone because it was normal. And that whilst women make up 50% of chemistry undergraduates, they're only 6% of professors.
Close your mouth more. Try to be softer, prettier, less volatile, less awake. But even when sleeping, you could feel him traveling away from you in his dreams. So
you are worth so much more than your waistline. You're worth the beautiful thoughts you think and the daring dreams you dream, undone and drunk off alcohol of being. But sometimes we forget that, because we live in a world where the media pulls us from the womb, nurses us, and teaches us our first words: skinny, pretty, girls soft, quiet.
For the first time in U.S. history, look, there are more women in the workforce than men. We know that.
Yeah.
More women earned PhDs than men this year.
Fact. When women finally got the chance to take on men head to
staring
head,
into the camera, it's providing a sense of the audience reflecting back on themselves.
You can't make homes out of human beings. Someone should have already told you that.
I don't care whether it's your gender, your looks, your weight, your skin, or where your love lies. None of that matters, because standards don't define you so much more than your waistline.
Here, and they love working with you and serving just the overall mission. It's because they know that their gifts matter.
The leadership today is that emotional intelligence is just as important as IQ.
I was appointed as Goodwill Ambassador for UN Women 6 months ago.
You are. And if he wants to leave, then let him leave.
Each of us must truly be a woman in the world. We need to be as fearless as the women whose stories you have applauded.
For the record, feminism, by definition, is the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities.
What we need is a cultural and a social shift in our attitudes towards women and our attitudes towards violence against women. Because it's the people in the workplace that laugh along and call it banter and just sort of joke around when someone grabs her breast that make her feel unable to report.
Tell
me how to feel. Fuck that.
You are terrifying, and strange, and beautiful. Something not everyone knows how to love.